Hello, welcome to the Sew Crafter. My name is Heather. I am a knitter, crocheter, and sometimes I do other crafts, and I live in Surrey with my fiance and my 2 children, and I work part-time in a school. This is Knitting Podcast episode number 27. If you're new here, then welcome, and if you're not new here, welcome back and thank you for sticking around with me. I hope everyone's well and everyone's had a good week. I have had a fantastic week as I went on holiday to the Isle of Wight. I went with my mum, my partner and my 2 children. We had an absolutely fantastic time. The only regret in that holiday is that we didn't stay for 7 nights, we only stayed for 4. But that is because we didn't really know what we were getting into. My children are very young, 4 and 3, so sometimes young children like that don't travel too well, but they had an absolutely fantastic time. And so did I, and we will definitely be rebooking. So yeah, I don't have too much crafting to show you this week because I was on holiday and I did take a little rest, even though I was knitting. But I'll still show you nonetheless because there are some interesting projects going on. So this week I don't have any finished objects, but I do have some works in progress to show you. So I will show you that. My first work in progress is a pair of vanilla socks. This is what I chose to take with me to the Isle of Wight as my knitting project. I just thought socks, I've done them 100 times. They're easy, they're small, so they're portable, they're easy to knit on the go and easy to pack for. And I'm definitely glad I did take something that I could get done in the evenings or in the mornings if I woke up early with one of the children. So this is the first sock. It's just a regular vanilla sock with a heel flap and gusset. A heel flap and gusset is just my preferred way to knit socks after much trial and error over the years. I do have a video talking through my sock knitting journey. If anyone wants to see that, I can link it below. So that's that. So that's the first sock that's finished. And this is the second sock. The yarn is sock yarn from Rosie's Moments. This was in the Mother's Day box that my partner and children got for me. And this is the colour Hyacinth. I absolutely love this yarn. It's so beautiful and it's so soft and it's really lovely to work with. But this is how much I've done on the second sock. I've completed the cuff and now I'm on the leg. So I'm excited to have a new pair of socks. My next work in progress is actually cross stitch. So I done a lot of cross stitch last year, but I decided a couple of months ago that maybe cross stitch wasn't for me. However, I do want to finish what I have already started, which is this floral rainbow that my friend got me for my birthday last May. So this is how long I've been working on it. I done these first 3 columns without any problems at all, but as you can see, the last column there's a lot going on. To me, it looks too chaotic for my brain to process and takes a lot of time and attention. And I think that's why I put it off for so long, is because I was nervous about starting it. But I thought, you know what, let's just get it. I'm not at work at the moment because it's Easter half term. So I thought, what better way to get through this when I have a bit more time and energy. So this is how much I have done. I have decided to use this little hoop. It was in a bigger hoop before, but using this little hoop just means I can focus on sections at a time and it's not too overwhelming. Plus, I really like this hoop from Hobbycraft because it doesn't have any screws. You actually have to stretch it to secure it, which it makes the fabric really, really tight. I do struggle with the screw hoops because I feel like they're really difficult to get the fabric really tight. That's what I feel anyway. Other people might not feel that. So yeah, this is how much I've got going at the moment. I do have a lot of strings live because there is so much going on. You're changing colours a lot and sometimes there are little jumps between different colours. So I didn't want to just keep cutting and rejoining, so I have been carrying a lot of it. The back looks atrocious, but as long as the front looks good, I am happy with that. This is a cross stitch kit by Trimmits. I think it's absolutely gorgeous and I love it. I think what's motivating me to do this as well is the really nice spell of weather we've just had, especially here in Surrey. Yesterday was like pure summer. It was beautiful and it was lovely. So I really, really want to get this done so I can frame it and hang it in my kitchen. That is all I have in the terms of whips. I do have the crochet fox I'm working on and my northeasterly blanket. but I've not made any progress on those in the last week, so I will not be showing you them. I do, however, want to show some acquisitions that I got on the Isle of Wight. I've already shown this in my vlog, so if you've seen that vlog, you've already seen what I'm about to show you, but I thought I'd just show again for anyone who just exclusively watches my podcast. So on the Isle of Wight, we went to this little yarn shop and it's called Mrs. Hedgehog's Knit Bits. I didn't actually plan to go here. We were in this little town charging my mum's car. That is a complete other story. Should I go into it? Basically, my mum has an electric car and it needs charged. So my mum's car being electric means that it needs charged quite often. It cannot hold as many miles as a petrol car can. So her car maximum can hold 180 miles, while our car can hold 300 and something. Do you get what I mean? And we were doing quite a bit of driving because we were driving to the beach. And even though the drives were only 30 minutes here and there, it still used a lot of the charge. So we went on a mission to find charging points. And I used the website CarWow, I think, to look up charging points. And we followed one charging point and it took us to a random street with one charger that didn't work. So we're obviously getting frustrated. It was also pitch black. So there's a lot of country roads that aren't lit. And it was at night, so it was very, very dark and very pitch black. So anyway, I found another one, which was a car park, which had 4 charging points that did work. That was the first night we were there. So while we waited for the car to charge, which takes 2 hours, we went to the little pub. And then a few days later, day before we were leaving, I believe, we went back to that charging point, but during the day. So we could obviously see when we were driving home. And we decided, instead of going to the little pub, we'll walk around the little town where that is. So we went to the little town. My mum said, oh, look, there's a yarn shop. Went in, had the cutest fluffy dog called Leia and a really nice man who I presume is a shop owner. We got chatting to them. I chose some yarn and my mum said she will get it for me because it is my birthday next month. So, long story short, I got yarn from a shop in the Isle of Wight as a result of my mum's electric car needing charged. So yeah, I will show you that. So this yarn is for stuff for the children. I actually got a comment saying, is it really for you if you're going to make stuff for the children? And that made me laugh so much because that is exactly what my mum said. But as soon as I saw these colours, I knew I had to make something for the kids. Yeah, that was a really nice comment and it did make me giggle because that was exactly what my mum said. So what I got for Chloe is this James C. Brett Baby Twinkle DK print, and it's like these pinks, whites, greys, and it's sparkly. I'm gonna make the Sunday balaclava for Chloe using this. I did make her the Everyday balaclava by Petite Knit last year. It's a very small size and she obviously has grown, so it's become a little bit tight for her around her face. So I thought I will make this one for, sorry, it's got my hair in it, that's a bit gross. I will make the Sunday balaclava for this winter. I actually might make her a few because she's going to go to nursery 3 days instead of the 1 day she does now. So it'll be nice just in case one gets dirty, just to throw it in the wash. It is 66% acrylic, 29% polyamide and 5% polyester. So I always choose some sort of acrylic for my children's stuff because children are always spilling stuff on themselves and getting dirty, and it's nice to just be able to chuck something in the washing machine. I also got something for my son. So my son does have autism. He does have some sort of sensory issues, so in the past knitted clothing hasn't really worked for him. But I felt this yarn and I saw the colours and it's very, very soft. And I just think the colours will suit him so well, so I grabbed some of it. This is King Cole Shadow Chunky in the colour Mercury. 100% acrylic, and I got 3 balls of that to make him a Sunday Sweater Junior by Petite Knit. I'm hoping because it will be like oversized and relaxed. Just when it's a cold day, he can throw it on top of a t-shirt and be nice and warm. It is really, really lovely and soft. And yeah, I'm happy with this purchase. So thank you, Mum, for my early birthday present. So that is all I have for you today. I hope everyone has a fantastic week, and I will see you next week. Take care. Bye.